practical.
Jordan Erica Webber, truly the doyenne of gaming.
Indeed.
Indeedy. But now, John, dear John, truly the most noble of men, what's on your mind?
Futuristic underwater craft.
What, like Stingray, that TV show from the 60s? Stingray, da-da-da-da-da, Stingray.
Well, sort of. For the benefit of our younger viewers, what I'm actually talking about are a new breed of underwater drones designed for aquatic filming.
Is one of them called Stingray?
I'm afraid not.
Mr. Trick.
To find out if underwater drones are actually any good, I've brought 3 of the latest offerings to the Blue Planet Aquarium in Cheshire. To test which is best at capturing aquatic footage, I'm dropping them in at the deep end, literally, and piloting them in this shark tank. And helping me out is expert underwater cameraman Saeed Rashid. He's got 20 years' experience of swimming with these toothy terrors.
Saeed, what do you use to shoot underwater at the moment?
So at the moment, I use a DSLR in a big underwater housing. It's quite clunky. There's big handles on it, big lights either side.
What are you hoping you might get from a drone?
I love the idea of a drone. I think it can go places where I can't, maybe some of the deeper wrecks or underneath a reef where I maybe couldn't fit. And I think some of them can also go underwater for a lot longer than I can.
Ah, right.
Under the watchful eye of the diving team at the aquarium, I'm taking the plunge to test out the first underwater drone.
Oh gosh, this is quite an experience.
Let's hope the sharks have already been fed. This is the Bicky, and it's the cheapest underwater drone on test. It has a tail which propels it through the waves and claims to be the world's first bionic robofish.
OK, let's go into the water now.
The Bicky can dive to depths of nearly 200 feet and is controlled by an app, or you can use its remote control.
I love the way it swims like a fish. Yes. That's pretty awesome.
But it seems to have a mind of its own.
Oh, good. Oh, God, this is really hard to control. Don't go the wrong way. Oh, blimey.
I am recording, we're not seeing very much. It's got a 150-degree wide-angle lens, shoots 4K video. It's got a maximum speed of 1.12 miles an hour.
It's quite slow, but I think you want to be slow when you're shooting a video. You don't want to be flying around everywhere.
Though, after just 40 seconds, the Bicky is looking a bit green around the gills.
It doesn't want to come back now.
It's saying low battery, please return.
I think it might be dead now. We've run out of battery.
Well, that's after 41 seconds of murky video. Oh dear. Very frustrating.
Yeah.
We didn't even get a dive out of it.
But the thing is, we have to go and get it now.
Well, I can't do that.
No.
It seems the Bicky has given up on us, even though the battery was fully charged and is supposed to last 120 minutes. Something fishy is definitely going on here. So it's on to the next test of the mid-priced, rather more sturdy-looking Gladius. And, truth be told, I'm more than ready to get out of these shark-infested waters.
How long's the battery?
3.5 hours, supposedly.
Hooray!
The Gladius has 4 thrusters, which means it can move easily in all directions at a speed of 2 meters per second.
So try and go down, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go, John.
It can dive to depths of 50 meters, and you control it by using these nifty add-ons which plug into your smartphone.
Careful with the rock.
No, hit the bottom.
Unlike the Bicky, the Gladius is tethered, so the chances of it getting lost at sea are a lot slimmer.
You see here, the steering is quite responsive there, isn't it?
It's very responsive.
Yeah.
I think maybe too responsive. It needs a very light touch. I think that's the thing.
We are getting some fish. And they do seem to be almost in focus.
The video's recorded in HD, and you can also stream it wirelessly to your phone.
It's not bad. The colours are quite nice. There's a shark. Oh yeah, look. I'll turn the light down a little bit so it doesn't interfere with the shark.
And while the front-facing LED lighting helps to illuminate your submarine subjects, it can cause problems.
I don't know what all these sort of...
That's backscatter. So when you light something and there's particulate in the water, it bounces back, so you get backscatter from it.
Ah,
so
right.
that's because you have the light very close to the lens.
Almost like driving through a snowstorm.
Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Saeed's being a bit shellfish with this one. Time for me to take the controls.
So to go down, I just need to...
I think you have to have forward movement as well as the down.
I think your control skills are better than mine.
So the Gladius is a promising option if you can get to grips with the controls and live with that backscatter. Now it's time for my final underwater drone to come face to face with Jaws. This is the PowerVision PowerRay Explorer, and it's the most expensive on test today.
Looks like a spaceship.
It does, and it doesn't...
I like the blue light.
The PowerRay is 0.4 of a kilo heavier than the Gladius, and it instantly feels much more stable in the water.
Whoa, quite spectacular, isn't it?
It is quite spectacular.
It has pad controls similar to the ones you get with flying drones, which makes it a lot easier to manoeuvre through the water.
That is fast.
This is more of a Lamborghini.
Whereas the other one was more of a sort of Land Rover Discovery.
Yes.
That was
As well as offering wide-angle 4K footage, the PowerRay has a fish finder that connects to an app, a light on the front, and a bait drop to attract your guppy groupies.
I think instantly that's got so much more colour. There's none of that backscatter either. I actually really like this image here.
The PowerRay app lets you wirelessly experience what's being filmed, and this version comes with a VR headset, which should give you a much more immersive experience.
Let's go forwards and down. Oh, I've got a nice ray there with a shark coming into view. And some trevally, some very nice trevally schooling. Oh, that's a beautiful shot of a shark, actually. Oh, there we go. I'm panning with that shark now. I'm successfully panning. It actually looks very good.
But maintaining that wireless connection to an underwater moving vehicle isn't without its problems.
Oh, it's gone very laggy. Oh no, it's fine now.
It's very temperamental, isn't it?
Yeah, I find this a little bit stressful. There's something very beautiful about diving. I love it. You feel very free, you feel weightless. This does completely remove me from that. It's a bit virtual reality. It's not really being part of what's around us.
So, with our shark shenanigans at an end, which one does Saeed think is best? As the Bicky broke down, we're starting with the Gladius.
I'm flying all over the place because I couldn't control it very well. And I don't think you could easily track a fish with this. It moves around far too much.
What about the PowerRay?
I actually really like this image here. I think it's sharp, I think it's colourful. And that's a lovely shot of the shark swimming through the gap.
That actually looks as though it might have been part of a TV documentary rather than just somebody's holiday footage.
Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah.
I think actually this has now got a bit of promise.
So, I think it's safe to say that the PowerRay schooled the other two underwater drones with its ease of use and quality of footage.
Wow, that PowerRay looks the business, John, but what went wrong with our little Bicky here? Only 40 seconds of battery life?
I know, and it was supposed to last 2 hours.
2 hours!
Anyway, we got on to Bicky. They sent us another one. We took it down to the local pool, and we got on a bit better with it. The battery was still going 25 minutes in, so that was good. The footage of anything's a bit better. I think you can see our artificial tropical fish there. Still was a bit reluctant to dive, though.
I mean, these drones are just a bit of fun, aren't they? Because when we're snorkeling or messing about in the pool, we're going to use our phones to film things, aren't we?
Funny you should say that, Craig, because I have here one of the latest offerings from Sony, which is good to record down to 1.5 meters.
We don't just throw these things together, you know.